Okay, so good morning, everyone. My name is Lidia Garrote. I'm from Fundación CARTIF instead of my colleague Francisco Corona, which is the coordinator of the project. Today, I will present the WalNUT project, addressing the redesigning the value and supply chain of nutrients. WalNUT is an Horizon 2020 project funded by the European Union. The overall idea behind this project is to move from a linear approach, where nutrients are lost in wastewater streams, towards a circular model, where nutrients are recovered and safely returned to the agriculture. So in the next minutes, I will briefly explain the problem we address and the project approach. So WalNUT is funded under the Horizon 2020, which focuses on closing nutrient cycles, and more specifically under the Scope D, dedicated to bio-based fertilizers from wastewaters and sewage sludge. The project addresses a major challenge in Europe. The nutrients contained in wastewaters and brines are still largely lost, while the agriculture remains highly dependent on the mineral fertilizers with significant environmental impacts. So WalNUT aims to redesign the value and supply chain of these nutrients by recovering them from the wastewater streams and transforming them into an innovative and safe bio-based fertilizers. So by doing so, the project directly contributes to the circular economy and to improve the sustainability in the European agricultural sector. The project started in September 21 and will run until February 26, and has a total of duration of 54 months. The main objective of this project is to close the wastewater cycles by recovering the nutrients and transforming them into these bio-based fertilizers that can be used in agriculture with a closed-loop system. Instead of relying on linear models based on nutrient extraction, use and disposal, WalNUT promotes a circular approach where nutrients are continuously reused. This approach helps to reduce the Europe's dependence on the critical raw materials imports, while at the same time limiting nutrient losses from environmental impacts such as wastewater discharge and nutrient runoff. In addition, this project contributes to creating added value from wastewater streams, supporting economic activity and quality jobs, particularly in rural areas. Overall, so this WalNUT demonstrates how the wastewater can become a key resource for sustainable nutrient management. And WalNUT, the WalNUT family, this project is implemented by a multidisciplinary, and highly complementary consortium covering the entire nutrient value chain. The project is coordinated by Fundación CARTIF, which brings expertise in circular economy, process engineering, and innovative management. And the consortium includes research centers and universities, wastewater technology providers, utilities, and agricultural stakeholders. So with this combination, we ensure a strong link between research, technology development, real operational conditions, and the end users. By bringing together actors from wastewater treatment, the agriculture, industry, and the policy, WalNUT is able to address nutrient recovery from both a technical and a systematic perspective. The WalNUT methodology is designed to address nutrient recovery in the integrated and systematic way. The project starts from a clear baseline, considering existing imbalance in nutrient management the current policies, and the needs of key stakeholders such as farmers and wastewater treatment plants managers. Based on this baseline, nutrient recovery technologies are developed and validated following a stepwise approach, moving from laboratory scale to pilot scale, and finally to field application. Throughout this process, the quality and the safety aspects of the resultant bio-based fertilizer are carefully assessed to ensure the sustainability for the agricultural use. In parallel, the environmental performance of the solutions is evaluated through the life cycle assessment, while business model and policy implications are analyzed and to support the market uptake. This integrated methodology ultimately aims to replace mineral fertilizers and reduce the overall environmental footprint of the agriculture. So to achieve this, WalNUT includes several pilot plants located in different countries in Europe, representing different wastewater streams and operational contexts. In Spain, the pilot is led by Veolia and CARTIF and focus on industrial wastewater. The main objective is to recover the nitrogen and phosphorus under real industrial conditions. In Belgium, the pilot is coordinated by Aquafin and is based on real municipal and urban wastewater. This pilot allows the validation of the nutrient recovery technologies in a conventional wastewater treatment plant environment, again targeting nitrogen and phosphorus recovery. In Hungary, the pilot is led by CR Biophosphate and uses dairy and cheese industry wastewater, specifically acid waste. In this case, the recovery includes not only nitrogen and phosphorus, but also potassium, carbon, and micronutrients. In Greece, the pilot is led by the National Technical University of Athens and focuses on seawater desalination brine. This pilot targets the recovery of potassium and magnesium, producing compounds such as potassium chloride and magnesium hydroxide. In the northwest of Spain, there is another pilot coordinated by CETAQUA and is based on rejected water streams. In this case, the objective is to recover the nitrogen in form of ammonium nitrate. And together with the other pilot sites, these demonstrations highlights the versatility of the WalNUT concept, covering a wide range of the wastewater on brine streams and enabling the recovery of different valuable nutrients. So thank you very much for your attention. And before closing, I would like to mention, well, as in the introduction, that the coordinator of this project is my colleague Francisco Corona. And if you have any question, comment, or like further information about the project, please do not hesitate to contact him directly. And thank you again.
Thank you, Lidia.
Thank you.
Now, Maria, you can share your screen and she will be presenting the WalNUT platform.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Katerina. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Perfect. Perfect. Can you see also my screen in presentation mode?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Hello everyone. My name is Maria Avdramidi. I am a PhD candidate at the National Technical University of Athens. Within the WalNUT project, I am a member of the NTUA team. That is responsible for the pilot plant that was presented earlier that regards to the brine valorization for the recovery of potassium and magnesium macronutrients. Also within the framework of the WalNUT project, we are responsible for the creation and integration of the WalNUT nutrient platform that which is the one that I am going to present you today, and we are going to browse through the platform together. And from this workshop, we would like your feedback on if you think that is helpful or if you have any suggestions to optimize it. So, to give you a brief overview. What is the main goal? As was presented, the circular economy, going from a linear to a circular economy plan. We are trying to achieve this through the industrial symbiosis, which is the collaborating environment for companies to mutually share resources, buy products and know-how. We are focusing on the main principles, which are the resource sharing, the collaboration, the value creation, and the innovation through the industrial symbiosis. How an online platform can help to that? Through the platforms, we can access to experts and consultants that could help us develop and implement the industrial symbiosis strategies. We are able to connect businesses, industries, and stakeholders in order to foster the collaboration and exchange ideas. Through the platform, we can create a virtual marketplace where companies can list and search for byproducts or waste that it can be product for another company, enhancing resource efficiency. And we can provide the technological backbone of connecting industries and optimize resource use. This is one of the main scopes of the WalNUT platform, to create collaboration between stakeholders, increase the efficiency throughout the potential matches between the stakeholders, enhance the sustainability and enable a resource use environment, and create new access to the market of the bio-based fertilizers, which is the goal of the WalNUT project and, of course, the WalNUT platform. So, I see here, give me a minute. The WalNUT platform, being a catalyst for a change, enables the creation of a new network among different stakeholder groups that are active in the domain of nutrient recovery. The stakeholder groups that is more focused, the WalNUT platform, are the stakeholders that are interested in wastewater management, the technology providers that could provide technologies in order to help through the recovery from wastewaters and macro or micronutrients, in general, bio-based fertilizers. Furthermore, I'm sorry, I hear someone talking. I'm continuing. So they are the wastewater aggregators that are the users in our platform that could select wastewater and could implement any recovery from them. The end users of the bio-based fertilizers, which could be farmers association that are interested in the products that are not derived only from the WalNUT platform, but again, in general, for the bio-based, for the WalNUT project, but in general for the bio-based fertilizers. And furthermore, the consultants that can work horizontally and share their knowledge on each field. Continuing, I will show you now a brief video that we have prepared about the WalNUT platform to give you a brief overview and understanding. I know that there is a soundtrack at the background. It's not saying anything. You can just see it. Perfect. So this video gives a brief overview of the platform, but we are going to see it together today more in depth and understand of the functionality of the platform, and then discuss with you what it can be implemented through them. In the WalNUT platform, if you are a farmer, you can find easily suppliers for bio-based fertilizers. If you are a wastewater treatment plant, you can find a new market for the recovered materials. If you are a wastewater producer, even or an aggregator, you can find easily wastewater treatment plants to collaborate or to start the treatment of the wastewater. If you're an aggregator, if you're a fertilizer company, you can find cheaper and more sustainable raw materials. All the users, of course, can find consultants, and the producers can find technology providers, and technology providers, of course, new customers. So I'm going to show you briefly the core components of the platform. As you will see, hopefully later, that you will be able also to connect through the platform. During your registration form, you will be asked to create a username, a company detail, maybe your address if you want, or your NASE code, which is the industrial activity that if you are a wastewater producer. Through this initial registration form, you will get an email that you have to go there and press the activation link, and then you will be able to enter the platform. I'm saying this to you because later you will be asked. It would be more than happy for you to join, so you will need to go and check your email first. After that, you will be asked to select your role. If you are a wastewater producer, that you don't currently apply nutrient recovery technology, or you are applying a nutrient recovery, or you do both. Maybe you have two wastewaters, which one that you utilize and one that you don't. If you are an end user, you will be asked to clarify if you are a farmer, agricultural association, or a bio-based fertilizer producer. You can also select if you are a wastewater aggregator, a technology provider, or a consultant. We will go through together all of these roles and explain you what information are needed from your side. And of course, you will have also the opportunity to see it for yourself. So according to the input of your role, you will be asked to give some information about your wastewater, if you are a wastewater owner or aggregator, about the composition of your wastewater, your nutrients, your chemicals and impurities that are included in your wastewater stream. If you are a wastewater user that applies a nutrient recovery technology, you will be asked to enter which nutrients or bio-based fertilizer are you recovering. And again, if you are a technology provider, what type of wastewater are you treating with your technologies, or you could treat? You can insert more than one information on that site. And if you are a consultant, you will be asked to select which user of the platform you would like to consult, and you will be matched automatically with them. Why we are asking all of those information from you? Because, as we said, it is a matching platform. We have some criteria that we need from the user in order the matching to be complete and as relevant as possible. We try to formulate the platform in that way to ask you as little as information possible, because we don't want it to be very difficult to add all of your information. And so just to give you a brief overview, the main matching algorithm is based on three variables: the distance between the users, because we are talking about bio-based fertilizers, which some of them might not be so expensive, and the logistic might not be okay for to transfer a low value BBF. Again, the matching is also based on nutrients and the water. The more components you match with the supplier provider, the higher the matching score of this variable, and the quantity. We have also at the WalNUT platform a space that we call it a portal. The main goal of the portal is to show you the project, some executive summaries of the deliverables that we have developed and generated during the WalNUT project. The platform itself with all the relevant information, some news that are related to the BBFs, and of course relevant events that we have found. More specifically, you will find information, as we share it, the knowledge bank of the project results and information about the policies that are related to the BBF and all of the relevant information, some useful link. And as you will see, I'm going to be directed in this section of the WalNUT project for us to browse through the platform together. Because we're going to share after the presentation, maybe after now the presentation to you, I have also included some other useful information for the user manual, which is in the form of report, and a video tutorial, which, because it is video, it is more helpful for someone that has not participated in this workshop. Hopefully after this workshop you will be able to join easily. So to conclude, if you want to make a difference in wastewater management and you are interested in cutting-edge solution within wastewater management and the recovery of bio-based fertilizers, I think you are in the right spot. Thank you very much for your time. I think that concludes my first presentation, giving you a brief overview. If you have any questions, I'm free to answer. If you don't have any, I can continue with sharing my screen and browse through the platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maria. I will now share also the link to access the platform so that if anyone wants to go through it while you're presenting, it's easier.
Perfect. Yes, that will be perfect. I will give, after the browsing through the platform, I'm thinking about 10 minutes to all of you who haven't registered. I know that some of you are already registered, to enter your credentials and enter the platform, because after that we will need your feedback as a user through the Mentimeter that we are going to do. So it will be very helpful if you want to gather us, all of us, to join. So let me share my screen again and go. Here. Can you see my whole screen?
Yes.
Perfect. So here is the portal that I showed you earlier, which give the brief information about the project. As you can see here, we have the knowledge bank section. I'm sorry for the background noises. If you hear they're doing some construction works upstairs, I'm so sorry. So the knowledge bank regards to general information about the, as you can see here, policy related information, some relevant and very useful information if you are interested in the bio-based fertilizer and the nutrient recovery. And here at the project results, you will see some perfect. Some summaries of the main deliverables that our project have resulted through. You can find directly be sent to the project, to our project link, some frequently asked questions, And of course, you can register or log in through the platform. So by going to the home, you will see here, you can be directed to the WalNUT project, to the WalNUT platform, to the user manual that I said earlier, and to the video tutorial if you want any further information about the platform. So I'm just going now to log in because I have all of the credentials ready, but maybe if I press, give me a minute to log out, to show you a little bit what information will be asked for you if you want to register. You need to add your connection details with maybe a generated password, your company details if you want to. They are not obligatory. The NASE code if you are an industry, and of course press the register button down here, and you, as I said, an email will be sent to the email that you have sent here in order for you to register. So since I have already my credentials, I will register to the platform. Perfect. And I saw someone just entered, two of them, the two of you just entered, and thank you very much. If you see here the interface, this is the dashboard part of the platform. You can see that you're able to see the total users, the matches that have been implemented through the platform, the total recovered products that they have been entered through the platform, and the required nutrients. Some information. You can see here a map of the registered users that hopefully after our session will be more, and for more countries. And you can go here at the My Role section, and here you will be able, what we discussed earlier, to select your role to the platform. So if you are a wastewater producer, in order to help you and understand if you are not sure in which part of the platform can you fit in, what each user represents. So by just passing through the question mark, you will see in each case what is the scope and the goal of each user. So I will do now, I think I will do an example from wastewater producer and user and maybe technology provider. So we can start. As a wastewater producer, you can apply nutrient recovery technologies. You do not apply, I'm sorry, you can apply nutrient recovery technologies, or you can do both. If we select that, for example, you don't apply nutrient technologies, you are pressing down here the update user button. By pressing update, you will see here that the role that you have selected has been popped up, and you are asked to add your wastewater stream since you are a wastewater producer. So what information are needed from your side? An EWC code, which is the European Waste Catalog. We used this code because it is universal, and we wanted a way to match easy the wastewater producers with the ones with the aggregators that can select your wastewater and treat it. So for example, I will add the inorganic chemical process, and it is obligatory to fill in the two codes of the WC code. There are 3 parts in the WC code, but let's say waste from inorganic chemical processes. Now for our demonstration reasons, I will write that I am generated cubic meters per day, 1000 cubic meters per day. You can write in here a short description of your wastewater. This part will be visible to the other users, and if you want to clarify something about your wastewater, it will be very useful for your matching user. So next, you can see here that you are asked to add information about your wastewater, more specifically the composition, the nutrients that you are aware that are included in your wastewater, nitrate, nitrogen, total nitrogen, as you can see here, is a quite a big list. If something is not included in there, you can add it and specify it with the milligram per liters and add the value if it's not included in here. Furthermore, you will be asked to add some physical parameters of your wastewater, the total solids, TDS, TSS, electrical conductivity, some chemical parameters such as POD, COD, soluble COD, alkalinity hardness, the pathogenic bacteria that are included, some viruses, some bacteria, protozoa maybe, any information that you would like to share with the other users, and the toxic components, if they are applicable, of course, in your wastewater. The obligatory is to add at least one information. You cannot continue if you don't. Let me show it to you. If you press finish, they don't let you finish because we need those information from your side. So I will just put here 12 milligrams per liter, the commas, okay, and press finish. So if you are a wastewater producer, I think in here your work is done. This is if you are not applying any nutrient recovery technologies and you just have added the type of your wastewater from your company. If you apply nutrient recovery technology, now I'm going to change my role. I'm going down here. I will update the user. Perfect. So now that I apply nutrient recovery technology, so I have a nutrient that is been recovered from my wastewater, I am asked to add the product. So here you can see some a list of the product categories, and that we are mostly is focused of the WalNUT project, but we have also some other product added to the list. You can select your product, or if it is not included in the list, you can select other, and you can specify by yourself the product that it is not listed in this category, and choose the nutrient that you are currently recovering and it is included in this product. So from now, I will just add alternative biomass. And at the selected nutrients, we try to have as many lists as possible to make it as easy for the user as possible. So, for example, I will add the phosphorus and nitrogen for macronutrients, and for micronutrients, I will let it as it is. So after selecting the 2 macronutrients that I am recovering, I am saying again that I am the wastewater producer that recovered nutrients from my wastewater. I have to add the amount of the product that I can supply in general from my wastewater. Let's say 1,000, and the grams per kilograms of the recovered nutrients. For example, 350, 150, and you can press finish. And you will see here that all of your information has been successfully entered through the platform. If you add both, I don't want to repeating myself, you will be asked to add all of those information that you were asked as a wastewater producer that not reply nutrient recovery and the one that applies. So as you can see here, you should add your wastewater stream and you should add the recovered product. So leaving the wastewater producer, I am going to the end user. As an end user, you will be asked to describe your role as a farmer, agricultural association, or bio-based fertilizer producer. Let's give an example about the farmer. Perfect. So I am an end user and I am asked to select the nutrients that I'm interested in. I'm sorry, so as micronutrient, as a farmer, I'm interested in nitrogen and potassium. Next, and as you will see here, in order the matching to be implemented with a wastewater user that implemented nutrient recovery technology, I am asked to give the same information about the quantity, and the quantity, as we saw on the presentation, is one of the main matching criteria. So I'm adding again here 10 kilos per year, 10,000. And I'm finishing with this row. So I'm going back again. I'm sorry. I hope I don't do them very quickly and it is easy for you to follow. As an end user, farmer, agricultural association, or bio-based fertilizer, I think this one is the one that we can see, and it is very interesting. Bio-based fertilizer producer. So I am asked to add the BPF product and if I require any nutrient. So you see here the catalog that it was asked earlier from the wastewater user that applies nutrient recovery technologies, because through that you will be able to be matched together and start a discussion. I'm not going to bother you anymore with that. As a wastewater aggregator, you will be asked the same information as the wastewater producer, mainly through your EWC code, because as we have said, the wastewater producer generates wastewater and the aggregator can collect this wastewater. So those two are matched through the EWC code. So as an aggregator, you are asked to select your EWC code. Let's give now an example, and you can add 1,000 cubic meters per day, and you can add a remove, as you can see here. Perfect. Any waste stream that relates to you. You can also add recover products, but that are not obligatory since you might not be doing something to recover from your wastewater. And finally, we have the technology providers, which is an easy step. And as a technology provider, you will be asked to add again your EWC code related with having in mind what kind of wastewaters you could treat with the available technologies that your company have. This is the main way that you are matched with the wastewater users, with the end users, with the aggregators, etc. And finally, last but not least, we have the consultant. In this space, you can specify which type of the user of the platform you would like to consult. So we have gathered all of the users of the platform, the wastewater producers, the end users, the aggregators, and the technology providers, and you can select whatever you want for them to discuss. So after doing that, you can go to the part of the suggesting matches. There you will be see from with who you are matched, and you can see and the region. So in this type of match, you can see that we have same EWC code, and we have here a wastewater stream. You can press here the details, and you can see your details and the details of the user that you are matched. And with that, you can start contact sending directly to the user that you are matched with, send him, we are matched and I would like to discuss with you further, and you can initiate a discussion through the platform. Furthermore, we have added a new function because we have implemented in other workshops, and they told us that will be very interesting if you have product to send to someone, not only an email, because they're going to be sent through the emails that are protected, of course, to the platform. They're not able to see the users, their emails of one of each other. We added the bottom of a transaction in order for you to be able to start a transaction through the platform. Of course, there is this transaction because it is a very special feature. It needs some time to be implemented because it need to be first verified by us, and then it will be approved. So you are also able as a user to search some other users that have entered to the platform and see their username, role, and company name. You cannot see other information except their NACE code. So if you are interested to contact them, you can send them a message and initiate an interaction. You will also, through the platform, be able to see the statistics that relate to the platform, how many producers they have registered, the aggregators, etc., some brief overviews. If you are connected, you will be able to see any messages that you might have. You can, of course, add a note, go to frequently asked question, and down here you can be redirected to the portal section of the platform. I think I finished. I hope I gave you all a brief overview of the function of the platform. I am free to ask me any type of question. I will be more than happy to answer. And I think, Katerina, we can give after the questions, if there are any, 10 minutes to our participants to register and browse a little bit through the platform, because we want after that your feedback through the Mentimeter that Katerina mentioned earlier. So I'm just, I stop sharing and I am here to answer any of your questions.